to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Welcome in, one and all. Welcome to the UDK for Life live stream.
UDK for life.
People coming in right now. Andy, Mike, and Jason with you. Here to answer your questions. The fantasy football season on the horizon.
Did you guys, were you involved in the WCW when the NWO was around?
Nope.
The New
So
World
many letters you said.
Oh, just okay. So no, NWO means
Is it
nothing
wrestling,
to you?
professional
NOP.
wrestling?
Yeah, that's Hulk Hogan. NWO for life. No?
Nope.
All right, Jeremy knows what I'm talking about.
Let's
Yeah,
restart.
Start the stream over. Jeremy.
We don't need it. The people in the chat know exactly what I'm talking about.
Some of them.
You know, this is how you build. No.
I follow instructions well.
Good job.
Welcome in, everybody.
Good work. Yeah, the chat knows. Good work, everybody.
Look, it's been a minute since we've had a live stream, so we're figuring out our 90s commentary that we want to bring up.
I see someone just asked in the chat, so who won the UDK for life?
We don't know yet.
And you have time still. You've got 28 minutes and 12
Jason,
seconds if you're not in yet.
Point to the
Sure thing. I will point to the clock, which is
point to the clock.
It's that direction.
Where is it? Right
There we go. There it is.
28 minutes until we
There it
reveal the
is.
winner of the UDK
that way.
for life.
That's a shout out to those of you who were with us
Well,
last year.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago, wasn't it?
was it?
Yeah, thankfully. But we're happy to have you here. We're going to be answering questions throughout the half hour, giving away the UDK for life, which means you have this many minutes to get yourself eligible to win. All you got to do is pick up the UDK before that timer hits 0. And then Al Borland, who is in the back, is going to now you're going through all of them by hand, right? Like a randomizer back there?
Well, we put them in the hopper, and then Josh and I will spin it.
We've talked about the lengths that we went to get a room-sized hopper.
Yeah. What? I mean, to be
But we have no video of it.
No, well, because it's proprietary.
Right.
You don't want to.
It's actually right here behind this curtain.
yeah, there it is. It's back there. He goes back there.
It's
and,
already spinning.
No, it'll be completely random, selected immediately after this timer runs out. And we're also going to give away a signed Derrick Henry jersey.
Yeah,
now,
you
this
got to
is-
add the jersey part. There was
Derrick
a big
Henry.
gap.
Come on out.
And please, just in case they don't know who you are, will you sign yourself? Will you sign yourself so that you're more valuable?
How big of a gap was there?
Oh, I heard it. This was PPR.
Was it?
Yeah,
yeah.
I heard it too.
Okay. Yeah, it's a jersey. We don't have him in the building. I was going to ask if he signs at Yeti, or if does the Yeti sign? Is that like more of a footprint?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be a paw print.
All right. And he signed T. Higgins.
Yeti
helmet.
has a hand and feet. This is not a paw.
Thank you for correcting yourself.
I could not have
It's
that.
kind of we're just kind of going with it.
I need to be scientifically accurate.
If you were a Yeti, you would sign with a paw print.
Handprint.
Okay. All right. Welcome in,
We're on
Beef
fire.
Boys. Welcome in. We are excited to.
Beef boy.
Well, you brought that into.
That was just a throwaway.
That's just bigger running backs.
Yeah.
Bigger than Tony Pollard running backs.
Yes.
Okay. The questions are coming through. We've got fantasy questions. We've got all sorts of questions. Let's start with Noble Diaz saying,
Hold on.
okay.
Yanaro or Gennaro, not sure how to say it, says prove we're live.
There you go.
There's a red dot that says we're live, my man.
You think we would pretend live you?
With these terrible jokes,
I mean,
we
we
would have cut and started over.
There would have been no NWO mentioned on this live stream. The question I have is, where was I? Okay, Noble Diaz wrote in Cooper Kupp or Eckler in a full PPR. I would take Kupp in a full PPR.
Yeah, that's where I lean right now as well. I mean, I would be deciding usually between those two players at the spot where they go. And I still believe in Cooper Kupp.
Danny says, hold up a UDK with a date on it to prove this is live.
Yeah. Unbox one.
Take one out of the box.
I think answering your questions while you ask them is pretty good evidence.
We could have set that up, though.
Matthew would work for us for free. We
A
would
lot
actually
of people would.
we would actually make you pay us, Matthew.
Yes.
You would have to pay us to work for us.
I can confirm that is true.
Yeah, Al's back there. Did you make your payment for today?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, why do you think we let Brooks work here? He's the richest man in the world.
Yeah. We charge, but no, I appreciate the sentiment there. Piping hot, fresh UDK. Yeah, pick it up. You got the address right here, ultimatedraftkit.com.
I saw a keeper question come through that I thought was actually really interesting. J.K. Dobbins versus Javonte Williams. Where are you guys at right now with those two?
So that one's interesting, I think, when you look at the contract situation of J.K. Dobbins. Like, what is the confidence that you have that this team, which played hardball with J.K. Dobbins this offseason, he had no choice but to report, are they going to bring him back? And, you know, the odds at running back right now are low that you're going to get a contract. And then you also would need him to stack up a really solid season. I have my doubts about him. I think he's a very good player, but there's been good camp reports on a number of other running backs in that backfield. Justice Hill has been talked about a lot. Maybe more of a fit in the Todd Monken offense. So, looking at Javonte, both players have a ton to prove. I guess I lean Javonte, but I really feel uncomfortable about both of them.
That's easily J.K. Dobbins for me.
I'm on the J.K. Dobbins side as well. I think the contract situation, if anything, Andy, he's in a contract year, and they're going to use him up as much as they can.
But my point is that he has to have a huge year. If he doesn't, your J.K. Dobbins shares in Dynasty are probably they've been devalued immensely because he won't get a contract to be a starter if he doesn't have a good year. If he deals with injuries again, he will not. He'll get a committee back job, no question about it, but he won't get the job you want for a Dynasty player. Whereas Javonte Williams, you're going to get more than this year. You're in a Sean Payton offense. And
what was the P. Ryan deal, though? Was it a 1 year or 2 year?
You really emphasized the P.
It really did sound
P.
very.
Ryan, I mean,
my bad.
That was capital P.
Most running backs do not get anything that is other than a committee situation. And just real quick, because I had to remember, because I couldn't off the top of my head, but J.K. Dobbins, 3 years at Ohio State, he had 20-plus receptions every single year. So it is not a J.K. Dobbins. This isn't Jordan Howard. J.K. Dobbins just can't catch. He hasn't been utilized in that. I'm not calling for it a ton because all the data is mobile quarterbacks.
What year? This is his fourth year or fifth year?
This is his fourth year because
Okay.
he was a second-round pick. It's not that he can't. It was just the opportunity hasn't been there, which the opportunities will go up with the new offense. You still have the mobile quarterback situation, so this isn't Austin Eckler 70-plus receptions ceiling for J.K. Dobbins. But I think that he is far and away the best running back. So once the season gets going, I don't think the contract stuff matters anymore. It's now we have to put the best player on the field, and that's J.K. Dobbins.
P. Ryan's deal was 2 years, $7.5 million.
So
I actually find it shocking that both of you said J.K. Dobbins. I don't think that's a consensus opinion. And
to be clear, because you were talking a lot about dynasty contracts, long-term value. The question was a keeper question, so it's not dynasty. It's just this season redraft. Who do you think has a better season?
There's our confusion.
Yes.
So you guys are both asking a keeper question, answering a keeper, and I was
Correct.
answering a dynasty
I
question.
would definitely be on
that's
the
my bad.
Javonte on dynasty.
Brent wants to know any Josh Jacobs news. There was a little bit of Josh Jacobs news a couple days ago. The general manager was signing autographs to the crowd, and they were basically saying, are they going to get him into camp?
Which, hold on, full stop.
I know. I
stop.
thought the same thing.
Did you just say?
Yeah.
The general manager was out there signing autographs.
He had a huge crowd around him.
What?
I don't know.
Raiders fans.
I don't know.
Have some respect.
I think you try to get autographs from everybody at camp. If you've got an official
Hey,
jersey on,
Water Boy.
If I ever went to a Cardinals training camp, I'm not trying to get I'm not even trying to get the head coach's autograph. I don't want Michael Bidwell's autograph. Get at it. What? That's insanity. The GM?
Yeah, and so they asked him about Jacobs, and he said, we're going to get it done in that conversation. Then in another interview, he said that he had confidence that we'll be able to get something figured out. That's all I've heard.
This wasn't
Right,
like
and they also came out and said Zamir White is the starter until Jacobs shows up.
were these people having him sign like blank checks?
Hats,
That's a
shirts,
good idea. Can you sign right
footballs.
here?
Oh, like they're giving the contract?
No, not the contract. Just like a personal check.
But wait,
That doesn't
if
work.
It's their personal check.
The contract is what you'd need.
Yeah, you'd need to steal his checkbook
You would. Yeah, you're
and
you're
then
right.
bring it.
I was trying to think of how it would work for the blank check movie situation.
There's no way this is live. This is no way. It's too scripted. Keep, trade, cut, salt, pepper, Flavacol.
Boom.
Gosh, that hurt my ears.
Salt, pepper, flavor. Well,
I'm
salt's the
not
key.
that into pepper.
I'm not.
I'm not
Pepper's the
either.
easy cut
Yeah,
for me.
get out of
And
here.
I don't necessarily need it to be like when you get that fresh ground pepper, you know,
Sometimes it's worse.
it's like it can get stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
It can get
Yeah,
stuck in your
it
teeth.
can't kill it. Right
I
there.
can.
Right
J.K.
in your
Dobbins is going to
teeth.
be a bust, says Jack P. Oh, J.P.
Yeah, you are incorrect, JP.
You're correct, J.P. Mike is the GOAT, says JMail52.
Oh,
You are incorrect,
that is
J-Mill.
that is very accurate.
What will the Suns' record be at the end of the season? Darth
Suns record?
Voita. Yeah.
I mean, I can't give you a win-loss record, but I can say Suns #1 overall team by 25 games.
Okay.
25?
25?
Maybe.
Am I too low?
You think they're going to win about
I think they're going to win about
I don't even know how many games are in a basketball season.
You
It's
don't?
like 80 something.
82.
82?
All right.
I
I just jump on. I bandwagon at the end.
By the way, 17 minutes left. Pick up your UDK within the next 17 minutes. We're giving away a UDK for life, a signed Derrick Henry jersey, a signed T. Higgins mini helmet. Derrick Henry is not here.
And I've seen some questions in the chat. People wondering if they've already purchased, are they eligible?
yes.
I should have said that at the top. 1,000,000%.
If you got it, pre-ordered it before it was out, and you've had it as long as possible, you are still in.
You
the
don't need to buy
contest.
another one,
You can,
but you don't
but
need
you
to.
don't need to. However, if you made another account, that's 2 entries. You know what I mean? So just throwing
This
that
is
out
not
there.
good.
Up your odds.
I know right now Papa Josh, our customer support extraordinaire, is going to get a bunch of emails saying, can you please refund my second purchase? Don't do that. He won't refund them.
Ugh.
You're stuck with 2. All right, Raymond wants to know our favorite Cardinal of all time for the Arizona Cardinals.
My favorite to watch was Anquan Bolden. But when I think of like the quintessential favorite icon, it's got to be Larry Fitzgerald.
Kurt Warner for me.
It was Anquan Bolden forever, but I'm also like, I have the contrarian streak. So while everyone was fully on board with Larry, I was trying to support my man Q. But the longevity of Larry, what he means to the city, what he did for the Cardinals franchise, like the juicy peach. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh.
Took you a second?
Shout out to Larry Centers.
I thought
Shout
you were gonna
out.
shout out to Larry's butt.
That's what I thought. I mean, that was right there. It was the low-hanging fruit. Exactly.
We got a chance to be down on the field.
It's real.
And
Holy
it's
moly.
real and it's spectacular.
You have to get custom pants. You have
Oh,
to. You
there's-
can't buy
absolutely.
pants off
But
a
he-
rack and
but
get
he-
those up on that thing.
Does he casually go to the tailor and be like, "Can you take out the booty?"
Yeah. Or he
They
just
says
says,
gotta
a little
add
bit.
fabric. Add 3 yards of fabric to this area.
he just turns around. He's like, "You see this?" And they're like, "Whoa, my goodness, sir. Incredible.
It's-
We're on it." Spandex.
Hindquarters. All right. I was saying something else. Larry Centers.
Boring.
I was giving that old school. I mean,
Oh, and
Aeneas Williams, 100%.
Aeneas Williams was awesome.
My other shout out is Adrian Wilson.
Yeah.
Great Cardinal.
I loved me some A-Dub.
From all the great. What about the Super Bowl winning teams? Any of those players that you like?
The Super Bowl with
Yeah,
just
we
take
don't
out 2 minutes.
we don't have any of
and
those.
we won.
We won every Super Bowl we were ever in. If you take the last 2 minutes out.
That is correct.
Is there an overall ranking regardless of position? Captain Shaner wants to know.
Yeah, you're talking about a top 200. We make fun of the top 200s all the time, but we do have it. Everyone wants it. Everyone needs it. All positions are in there so that you could take a look and have it be easy. We prefer separated tier-based approach where you can look at the different positions at a glance together. I think that's going to help you end up with a better team. But if you would like to use a top 200 list, it's there for you.
Is it maybe a better thing to do to talk about that as like the training wheels of fantasy drafting?
Yeah.
Because it's more like we demonize it because it's a joke and we wouldn't do it. But for a brand new person,
yeah, it can make it easier.
It
Because
can make it a lot easier.
You know, you just look and take the highest guy on the list.
Yeah, Pat Tillman too, obviously. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
You know, but easy doesn't win as many championships. You can auto draft and win a championship, but
well, I just like being a resource for people that like if we have a hard time getting people to share our show.
yeah,
Literally, somebody just wrote in and was like, "Did you guys see that?
No.
The email? We just got an email, and he wrote in. It was a really nice email. Love the show. Started listening 3 years ago. Gets to the UDK every year. We're the only show they listen to. He's made deep playoff runs 3 straight years.
That's great.
He has told everyone in his league all he does is listen to the SiriusXM Fantasy Channel. And he's like,
I'm
Which
laughing.
is-
I'm laughing how funny it is to be telling people that the channel has good information. There's good people on there.
he's trying to misdirect, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's where I'm laughing.
He's misdirecting, and he says, "Is it normal?" And I think it is very normal because people don't want to share their secret source. So what I'm saying is,
I never did.
Tell the people that are brand new to fantasy. They can go use the UDK. They can learn the right way to draft. They can start there in the top 200. They can understand why we value tier-based drafting and position-based cheat sheets and go from there.
I remember before we had the show, when we were back at the tech company, when I would find that news source, like the first year I was ever introduced to like PFF, I came in with just chest out, like, I got a new source. They're like, well, what is it? I just want you to know I have a new source.
All right. This question, or actually there's several people now saying they don't share us, so thanks a lot.
Appreciate you.
Jason, say hi to your mother for me.
Oh, say hi to your mother for me.
Oh, days gone by. The Deucers are here in the building. Steven, can you explain the UDK Plus? I'm trying to justify the extra expense for the UDK Plus, which 12 minutes.
Sure. So the UDK Plus comes with all of the stuff from the regular Ultimate Draft Kit. It also then comes with the Dynasty Pass, which is like to get the maximum amount out of the Dynasty Pass, you want to get back in when it launches, because the Dino Pass is there back on Super Bowl Sunday, where we take a look at, it's got our full Dynasty rankings, production profiles, just a whole bunch of stuff to get you ready for the rookies. It comes with the Draft Analyzer, which is it's a really fun tool after you draft. You can either sync if you're on Sleeper or ESPN and Yahoo, I believe, and they just looks at your team, filters it through our rankings. We give you, our
a grade
on the draft. They're really fun tools. And then the big one that if you're jumping in now would be the DFS Pass, where we have the DFS boys, Borg and Betts, giving you content all year long to help you out if you want to jump on FanDuel or DraftKings and have a little fun playing some DFS.
And they've got some prop bets
through
the season as well.
We've
they
added that in.
Crushed last year. So, I mean, it really – I mean, if you use any of that, it can hopefully pay for itself.
We have a lot of requests for the UDK song.
No, we don't.
I'm seeing them.
There was at least two.
We need the UDK song.
Two. The chat room is deafening with their requests for that song.
Corey wants to know the worst trader of our group. I've never thought about that.
I have not either.
I don't think any of us.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are bad.
I'm going to go with Mike, but not because he makes bad trades, but because he's annoying and makes too few.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like he's a bad trader, as in I qualify bad as quantity.
Yes.
I am a great trader in that standard.
You trade very frequently. I'm more of an infrequent.
He
trader.
is he's the best trader.
with a T-O-R with I
T-R-A-I-T-O-R.
I am also that.
Because he did that to me once.
I did.
So he is the great traitor.
You got Benedicted.
I got Arnolded up in this place. Yeah, that's a funny question.
The best stock trader is probably Owl.
Owl's the best stock trader.
About
yeah.
50% of his footballer's time is spent trading stocks.
Oh, and Papa Josh is actually the best trader when it's like Craigslist and stuff like that.
yes.
Yeah, that's true.
We all have our trades.
Yeah. Traits. We all have our traits.
Yeah, those two.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look here. Who was your best My Guy ever? Since we had the My Guy show today.
Sure.
My best My Guy ever was Todd Gurley. He was being drafted as the ADP.
That was an incredible smash. But
he was the 10th off the board, and everyone doubted him.
Yeah.
And he ended up the number 1 overall running back.
That was the first year with Sean McVay. He had Gurley still had the stench of Jeff Fisher upon him because that was a bust of a year when he was being drafted 1st or 2nd overall with him and David Johnson. That was an incredible one. My best that stands out to me would be Allen Robinson as a sophomore when he had the 1,414.
Not last year?
No. He was not my guy last year.
Do you realize Tyler Lockett was a My Guy? 3 of the last 4 years.
And
I started.
Jason, and then Mike, and then a year off, and then Mike's like, well, after a year off, I got to go back to my guy.
That was in consideration of like, well, I'm just going with Tyler Lockett again, but he's being drafted 15 wide receiver spots after where he keeps finishing. It's wild.
For me, it's
Jalen
probably
Hurts last year?
recency bias, but yeah, Jalen Hurts last year
was a really good one.
Was someone that I pushed very, very hard and won a lot of people championships.
Somehow we are already down under 10 minutes for the UDK for Life giveaway.
Hey, time flies when you're having fun.
Jason, point to that again for.
I'll just look at it.
Okay.
How's
7 minutes.
Looks pretty good, man.
44 seconds left. A reminder, I'll just run through it real quick before we answer some more questions. You got to go to ultimatedraftkit.com in the next 7 minutes and 30 seconds. If you do, and you pick up the UDK or the UDK Plus, you'll be entered to win a UDK for Life. We're giving it away here shortly. If you've previously bought it, you're entered to win already, and we're giving away some signed player memorabilia as well.
Oh, man. We got a message here, which normally I don't let the emojis play in to get you on the question, but you guys got to hear this. So last year, this is from Nick. It says, last year, the league accidentally removed out player from eligibility from the IR spot, but added suspended player eligibility. And a lot of people want to keep it this way. Get out of here.
Your reward, just to be clear, you'd be rewarded to be suspended, but not injured.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you get hurt, which is no fault of your own, your fantasy football team pays the price. If a player does something stupid that they inflict upon themselves and they are suspended, they're rewarded, and you can just hold on to them for free. That just, Nick, tell your league that does not make sense.
I wouldn't have done it.
We got 2 more.
But Barry said he will upgrade to the UDK Plus if I push the button again.
Okay. All right, Barry.
Yeah, do it.
And I am not above bribery. And I know Jason isn't.
Oh, certainly not.
Colton, so excited for the Los Angeles show.
As are we.
That is a week from tomorrow in L.A. Unbelievable venue.
It's going to be the largest gathering of fantasy footballers fans that there has ever been.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
There'll be 1,000 of us.
If you're anywhere close to the L.A. area for next Saturday.
Yeah, where do they go?
ballerslive.com, and also a quick, hey, if you're in that area right now,
Stay
safe.
Yeah, my goodness.
I haven't checked in, but this is like that's some pretty wild stuff that's going on.
There wasn't supposed to be hurricanes on the West Coast.
I didn't think it was allowed.
They just got invented.
So hopefully y'all have your supplies.
Do you have a favorite sneaky player to grab in the last couple rounds of the draft? Wendy Darling wants to know.
Let me have a look.
There are a handful of them. I will throw out Devontae Parker.
That's an excellent one.
There's a chance he's the best receiver on that team.
I don't think it's a chance.
He's the best receiver on that team.
I think there's a chance.
Oh, you still like him.
I still
you
like
Juju. Little guy.
I still like Juju.
I know.
Jalen Warren, I think, is good. Van Jefferson, I think, is good.
Michael Wilson.
Yeah.
Wow, we were saying the exact same name.
I love Michael Keaton.
I love Michael Wilson.
I
You
love
missed
Michael
it.
Wilson. Dang it.
Michael Wilson and Puka Nakua.
Yeah, fifth
Nakua.
round.
Nakua.
Yeah,
Puka
Puka
Nakua.
Nakua.
Fifth round rookie for the Los Angeles Rams. Kendre Miller is apparently back, and he would move back into consideration for the Saints as someone who could rise up the depth chart with the first 3 games that Alvin Kamara is missing. And then a rookie, we haven't really talked much about this player, but I am fascinated by it. He's a really long shot because his quarterback is also a rookie, but Jonathan Mingo of the Carolina Panthers, to me,
Yeah, no,
I don't know if it will happen this year, but he is set up to be. It's going to be him.
He literally has to beat a corpse.
No, he doesn't. DJ Chark's the number one.
But DJ Chark is going to play a different role.
yes,
yes.
You're saying they'll have instant opportunity, and that's
think
true.
he'll have instant opportunity. He's going to grow with Bryce Young. Like, he's going to be set up to be the number one
Physically, because Bryce
Yes.
could use like 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, I don't think that part's going to happen. But I heard Matt Harmon talking about, like, if Jonathan Mingo is rolled out in the slot, like, he's a big, thick dude. This could be like a Cooper Kupp situation where you put the giant physical guy right in the slot.
Yeah, Chark is a late round guy for me. Michael Wilson, Ryan wants to know, who is he?
That's a good question.
He's a rookie wide receiver for the Cardinals that's likely to start.
Third round wide receiver, likely to be on the outside, and he is
Probably would have been drafted a lot higher with that injury.
he is he 6'2"?
6'2", 6'3"?
Right around there, in a sea of Arizona Cardinals wide receivers who are all sub 6 foot.
And he's been
6'2", yeah.
dominating the ones. He was great in college, but missed like half of his collegiate career. He was a player that I don't think any of the 3 of us even scouted going into the NFL draft, right? Like, we scout, like the top 20 players on most consensus lists, and then
Yeah, because we're looking at the draft community telling us, okay, well, who's going to be drafted high, and Michael Wilson was not on the radar.
but then he was drafted high. He was
Yes.
a day 2 pick, so they put
To be
capital
fair,
there.
dominating the ones in Arizona is the
Yes.
same as dominating the 2s on another team,
That is absolutely the truth.
right?
What?
No, I just
it's
figured
the
that's
Cardinals.
the theme of the Cardinals season right
Ah,
there. And I'm a sucker for drops on a live stream. How many leagues are each of us in? The Fudge Factor says is wanting to know that. I got to now read these names.
yeah, you got
I got Burgundy. We're in like 3 or 4 that we super care about, and
Yeah.
then several others.
I'll jump in. And when we first started the show,
2 minutes.
I was just compiling leagues. It was I didn't say no to a single offer. I was in double-digit leagues, and I ended up hating it. Waiver day was just the absolute worst. It was great because you got to do a whole bunch of drafts, but when you have to actually manage them, it got out of control for me. So we have roughly 3 to 4 that are the super important leagues, and then there's always a few extras here or there that I will join and participate in, but my heart is in just a handful.
We have 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining before we
80 seconds.
dish out some sweet loot. You guys excited?
I am very excited.
I'm not. I don't want to give it away. Feel like it's too
Too valuable.
valuable. This is really dumb of us.
We're here for the people, Jason.
Yeah, you are.
Sweet. A-Chain or Herbert? That's a Herbert.
Wait,
That's still it's
Khalil
Khalil
Herbert.
Herbert. Yeah,
Oh.
I would take Justin Herbert for sure.
but I would take Khalil Herbert.
I would take
Over
Khalil
A-Chain.
Herbert over
By a lot.
A-Chain as well. I wouldn't say by a lot.
One of them is a starter.
No, and I look, I completely agree. I would take Khalil Herbert over A-Chain for sure, and the reason is because he clearly appears to be the starter. That's why.
Khalil Herbert's ceiling is not what A-Chain's probably could be.
A-Chain,
I think it's higher.
I don't think he's that
no.
good.
Wait,
I think
you're
Herbert-
saying
I think Khalil Herbert is very good.
No, but not that good.
I think he's very good.
why wasn't he drafted in the NFL draft to
Why
matter?
didn't he get?
Why wasn't
Why
Arian
didn't
Foster
he-
drafted? Why wasn't Austin Eckler drafted? That's a dumb question.
Yeah, but the thing
They
is
miss.
those guys also overcame quicker. He's had the opportunity to beat out David Montgomery for years, and he hasn't. He's only come in as a
3,
backup.
2,
Oh.
1.
Happy New Year.
We
All
did
right,
it.
Get on it.
We got
All
there.
right,
So
Al.
But no,
Al's
Go
gonna
behind the
start
curtain.
working
it
on it.
happens.
I'll get
but,
to work.
But Montgomery is out. A-Chain has to overcome a lot because he was, I mean, in preseason 1, it's only week 1, he was playing behind the gas man.
Yep. That's what you would expect from a lot of these rookies. Across the league, most of the rookies were having the exact same
Tank
treatment.
Bigsby was not.
Here, I'll say this. If you want my opinion, Khalil Herbert's better than Alexander Madison.
That's fine.
I think he's a better player.
That doesn't bother me.
I saw something the other day that I'll share while you're figuring out the UDK for Life winner. Do you know that 3 of the 5 Madison games without Dalvin Cook were against
The Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
You know who?
And they were the worst running defense.
You know who? Madison gets to play twice.
Well, look, if he's good 2 times this year, you're not happy. That's all I'm saying. We'll see what happens in that backfield. Still holding your breath that Kareem Hunt lands in Minnesota? I don't want him to because I need to see him on the field so we can have this out.
Yes, and I have never proclaimed Alexander Madison is a superstar running back. I just think that he is a solid player who deserves to be a starter, and he's in a tremendous opportunity.
I think in his situation, less so. So Madison, I feel like his role's more secure. Herbert, I think, is better, but it's always tough when a guy can lose the job. Like he can just he's not. There's no commitment to him. So it's like if Roshan came out, and I'm just saying, like had a couple good practices this past week, if he came out and he had, and it's not impossible, he had 2 40-plus yard touchdown runs that just came out of nowhere.
Right.
Or maybe a screen pass. It would change. It would disrupt the rest of the season. And it's not saying that's going to happen. It's just certain players can't get disrupted. That's all.
I don't disagree. Herbert could Madison could lose his starting job. That's in the range of outcomes that I think are there.
Is Jason sleeping?
Usually. But for
He's
Herbert,
awake, guys.
For Herbert, it will take real games. Like I don't think Roshan Johnson can overcome Khalil Herbert in practice. I think it would have to be he's given an opportunity in actual season, and it would take.
Do we have the swag that we're giving away? Can you run that over here, Justin?
Ooh.
I want to
We
because
should have had that.
Derrick
throughout the show.
Henry, come on out.
Derek, come on out. We're gonna get you signed.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
So we've got this delicious Derrick Henry signed jersey. Jason, I'm gonna hand that to you.
Beautiful. I'm putting it on.
And then we've got a full size T Higgins. No, there's a mini helmet. Mini helmet signed by T Higgins. Giving
Is
this
that
away.
like matte?
Yeah, it is a matte.
That's pretty nice.
It's a matte color.
And then he
it's nice.
signed in orange.
Is signed
Signed
in
in
orange.
orange.
Very
That's a nice helmet.
So we're shipping these out, and then the UDK for life. Now, I assume we do these first, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
So
The grand prize must be at the
and
end.
do I drum
The
roll all
grand
3 of
prize
these?
Of
must be
course
at the
we
end,
do.
But what's funny about that is like,
You just mistreated that.
what's funny is you're gonna be like disappointed to get it.
To get these?
Well, right, because you were so close, but you didn't get the UDK for life.
Okay.
All right.
That doesn't look great.
Blump, blump, blump. All right, let's go. Let's give away the T Higgins mini helmet first. Al, do we have a winner?
We do.
And you're using a to be the big machine in the back.
Of
Yep,
course.
the hopper. Yep.
All right,
we
so the-
printed out every single receipt.
Okay, that's that took a while. The winner, and you're ready, right? Are you announcing it?
I can.
Okay, we're gonna let you announce the names. all
Okay.
right? That way, we, I don't, pick one of my friends. Here we go.
This is for the T. Higgins signed mini helmet, John Reed.
Yes, John Reed. That is awesome.
John purchased the UDK on February 26th.
Whoa,
Ooh.
early
Right.
bird.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I was rooting for John Reed the whole time,
Nice.
I appreciate
So-
that honesty.
so it came through. Pretty happy.
Jordan
Now,
Reed's- is there no relation or
Of
rule
course,
80,
of course, they're
86?
They're
Real quick,
friends.
before we announce this next one, who are you rooting for now?
You see, if I tip my hand, then it's
Oh,
gonna sound
okay.
like
All right.
Oh,
I influenced the judges.
All right, hold up the where'd you got? You got the okay. Signed Derrick Henry jersey, giving it away right now. We're good, Jared? Jared?
We're
Listen,
good.
Listen.
Congratulations, Benjamin Ernest.
Benjamin.
Is that who you were rooting for, Mike?
It was.
When did
It
he
was.
purchase
For two.
UDK?
August 18th. Oh, that's today, August 18th.
Oh,
Wow.
all right.
It proves that you can get
All
in
right.
at the last minute.
Okay.
I hope it was last minute. I don't know
Like-
if you've got a time stamp on that,
I don't know how to see that.
Just a date, but like
Benjamin. We're going to email you.
He's probably here.
Congratulations.
he's probably here.
What, not in the building?
I hope not.
Come on in, Benjamin.
All right. Are we ready for the moment?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
No. But we're
That's
going to
too
have
bad.
it anyways.
This name's going to be hard for me to pronounce.
I
so
love
that's
that.
Fun.
Do you want me to take it?
No, it's all good.
Okay, here we go.
I'll make. Congratulations. UDK for life goes to Ellie Barack.
Ellie, congratulations.
Oh, we got confetti and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Oh, you
that
didn't do a light show in
production
here?
value.
Wait,
Don't you have a button for a light show?
Oh
and
man.
shouldn't the confetti have some kind
Yeah.
Now play the
Now
confetti.
hit the confetti.
There we
Hey,
go.
that's how
That's
we do
how
it.
you party.
Woo! Ellie, what's the last name?
Barack.
All right.
B-A-R-R-A-C-K.
Ellie, congratulations. Now that looks nice. We spent
was-
all this money on these lights, and I tell you.
of the silent confetti was just really anticlimactic.
Yeah, that's my bad. It was a last
Oh,
minute.
man.
I forgot we had it, so I hit it, but I agree.
All right, congratulations, Ellie. But here, congratulations to everybody because you have the UDK.
Ellie purchased on July 15th.
July
right.
15th. Okay.
All right.
Well done. We have 3 winners. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and hopefully we answered some questions that'll help you out. Mike, you're chuckling over there.
Someone got me good. Elijah Martin said it's pronounced Martin. As in, we pronounced the name wrong, so they were saying it was them. It was just
just
clever.
a little gag.
It was clever enough that it got me to chuckle.
Look, if I could give a UDK for life out to everybody, I wouldn't because we need to pay our employees.
Yeah.
But I appreciate everybody that took part in the giveaway, the live stream, the entire week, and good luck in your drafts. Drafts this weekend, next weekend, the weekend after are the biggest 3 draft weekends of the year. So hopefully you enjoyed the My Guys episode today. If you haven't heard it yet, go listen to the podcast. Go watch it on YouTube. Do you guys have any parting words
Is
for
there
our
football going on yet?
There is football, not yet, I don't think.
Very
I think
soon.
in like 15 minutes.
Very soon. Very excited to see what happens in preseason week 2. If you are a beautiful person and got the UDK,
Thank you.
They're saying there will be adjustments made off of what we see this weekend.
All right, that is going to do it for today's live stream. Take care, everybody. We'll do lots of